What's up guys, it's Matt Collins-Jones here, also known as the D365 Geek, and today we are talking about Power Automate, talking about expressions and functions, and we're going to talk about the getPastTime function in the date and times function collections. So getPastTime is kind of what it sounds like. It's the ability to get a past timestamp, so a past date and time, and format it the way you want. What it does is it runs from UTC, so you don't put in a timestamp parameter, you just get whatever time is now, and then you put in the parameters for intervals and things like that, and then it gets that past time. So let's take a look at it. So in Power Automate here, I've got my manual trigger flow and I've got a compose action here. Just click into inputs and go across to expressions, scroll down to date and time, click see more, and we can see we've got this past time, get past time function here. So it's got three parameters. It's got an interval, it's got a time unit, and it's got a format. So the interval is the number of whatever you want to get in the past. The time unit is the actual unit. So is it a day, is it a second, is it a month, is it a year? And the format is an optional parameter, which we can see by the question mark at the end, which means that you don't actually have to put in this parameter, but if you want to, you can, and then it'll format your output. So what we're going to do is we're going to click get past time, and we get that in there. And as I said, it's taking from UTC, so we don't need to put in a timestamp, unlike things like subtract from time, where you actually put in a timestamp and it reverts from that, it counts backwards from that. This actually runs in UTC, so you need to be aware that that is not a limitation of this function, but that is the purpose of this function, is to go from UTC backwards. So then we can add a number in, so we can choose the number 7, and then the interval is actually just a word. So this could be second, minute, hour, day, month, year. So the singular. It's not like 7 months, 7 seconds. It's the singular thing. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put in 7 hour, and we're just going to run this for now. So we're not going to format it at all. We'll format it next, but I just want to show you this running. Just click 7 hour, and then we will perform the trigger action, save and test, run the flow, click done, run successfully, and we can see that it's output with this. So at the time of recording, it is currently it's currently 6:22 on the 28th of January. So this is actually pointing out to be 11 o'clock, which doesn't seem right. Let's just double check that. Get past time. Sorry, get past time. That's exactly what it should do. So it's 7 hours from now. So it's 6:22 here. It's getting the past time. Sorry, I thought we were doing the get future time. It's been a long day. So yeah, get past time. So it's actually saying 7 hours from now was 11 o'clock in the morning, 11:22 to be precise, on the 28th of January 2020. And we can see that we get this UTC style format out. So we get the year, the month, the day, T representing time, then the minutes, hours and seconds, and then the milliseconds, followed by Z, which is the end of the time stamp for Zulu. So that's not a completely nice way to look at things, so you can format it. So you can format it in various different ways. There's an ISO standard called ISO 8601, which defines, which is an international standard which defines the way you can format time in the days, the months, and the years, and how it's how you can represent it. So you can follow that standard, and you can put that in to then format the time. So if we put G, for instance, we're going to put some single quotation marks around it. That G is a command in that is a formatting command in that style. That when we run it, it outputs it in an American style format, I believe. Yeah, so it's an American style format where we have the month first, then the year, then the month, then the year, and then we have the time, and we also have it in an AM or PM sort of style, so not 24-hour clock. It would be a AM or PM style. So that's what G does. But there's loads of different ways that you can format it. So if you needed to do this to add this onto something, and you need it in a different format, you could style it in this way. So what do you guys think? Is this going to be useful for you? Is the UTC a bit of a limitation for you, or does it make it easier for you depending on what you're doing? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please like and please share it with your friends. If you've not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.